In my previous video, I said I was going to talk about a spectacular opportunity that I have just researched. So guys, I have fulfilled my promise and I am back to give you the gist of the day. So I would say grab a coffee, grab a tea, relax, and let's get right into this video. It's actually going to be a little bit of a long video, but it will be worth the wait, honestly. So I would say just relax, don't skip any parts, and let's get right into the video. Hi guys, it's your girl Grace Ola, and here I share everything migration. I talk about job opportunities, visas, and everything that will help you live and thrive in the UK. So if you like to hear this, kindly subscribe, like, and share. Okay, so in this video we'll be diving into a particular visa category that has been identified by the Australian government called the skilled migration visa category. So with this particular visa, we have three types. The first one is the subclass 189, which is the independent or federal visa type. Then we have the subclass 190, which is the state nomination visa type. And the third one is the subclass 491, which is the regional visa type. So with the first one, which is the federal or independent visa type, like more or less like a shortage occupation list. The government has identified a shortage occupation list and have opened opportunities for people or for recruitment to be done overseas. So we have different skilled workers, like we have doctors, nurses, midwives, engineers, and many others. So that's with the first type of visa category, which is the subclass 189. So just like the name says for itself, so federal means that the government has identified this particular occupations as short, or should I say as lacking, and they have categorized these occupations under this particular visa. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, but in this video we're talking about the first type. So now to the requirements. The first thing is that it should be under the skilled worker occupation list. I'll be talking about the skilled worker occupation list in a bit, because we'll be seeing how you can check if your occupation is under the skilled worker occupation list. The second point is that you shouldn't be more than 45 years old. The third point is that you would require an English language test. So for instance, we have the IELTS, the PTE, the TOEFL, and the equivalent. Okay. Then the fourth point is that you should have performed or done a positive skill assessment. We'll talk about that in a bit. Okay. And those are the requirements that you need to be able to qualify to apply for this type of visa. And there's one thing you need to take into consideration, that this type of visa is a point-based visa type. Point-based in the sense that you will be eligible based on the number of points you are able to gather. And the number of points that makes you eligible is 65 points. So anything below 65 points makes you automatically ineligible. Now let's talk about the sweetest part of this video, something that will attract you to actually go for this opportunity, is the fact that you don't need an employer. You don't need an employer, guys. For this particular visa, you don't need an employer. Like for instance, other countries, you would need a COS, which is certificate of sponsorship, before you can get a job offer. And the second thing is that you are allowed to bring your dependents. So you have a partner or you have your kids, you're allowed to bring your dependent. So the other point is that immediately you get your visa, you automatically become a permanent resident when you arrive in Australia. So it means that your visa gives you automatic permanent residence to Australia. Guys, if you don't want this, what else do you want? This is free permanent residence. Do you see that? Which country does that? So it means when you get to the country, you are automatically a permanent resident of Australia, guys. So with this particular visa, you don't need an agent, guys. You don't need an agent to help you with anything. Don't let them chop your money for free. They are going to just chop your money. This thing, you can do it in the comfort of your house. You don't need an employer. You don't need an agent to do this for you. This is as simple as ABC, because we'll be diving into the processes in a bit. Let's go to the step-by-step process of doing this application, okay? All the things you need, the documents and everything. So let's get to the first one. The first thing you need to do is that you do a skill select. When I say skill select, I mean you check if your occupation is under the skill occupation list. Now, when you're checking for this, you want to be sure if the skill or this occupation is under the medium or the long-term list. Do you see that? So we have certain occupations that they just need for a short period. We have certain occupations they need for a longer time. So you check which of your occupation falls under this category. I will advise you to look into a long-term occupation because that serves better. We'll be practicalizing how to search for the skill select. How to search for the skill select. So the first thing you will need to do is to go to the website, which is immigrationhomeaffairs.gov.au. Go to home. You click on home. Can you see that? Then you go to visas. Then you click on working in Australia. Then when you click on working in Australia, you click skilled occupation list. Then you scroll down. So here you're trying to find if your occupation falls under the skilled occupation list. So you search, let's say engineer. Okay, you search, let's say engineer. So can you see that all the engineer options has popped up? So we have the NZ code. So with the ANZ SCO, that is the code, the visa code. And then this is the visa category. So you see it falls under 189. And then we have the assessing authority. So when we get to the skill assessment aspect, you see what I'm talking about. So the assessing authority, when you want to do the skill assessment, this is where you just go. You just click on this engineer Australia assessment part, and then it takes you to the assessing body website. Can you see that? So you go, you scroll down. Can you see all the options? You scroll down and then you see which. So the purpose of this is just to see what type of visa, the category of visa, and then you will know how to apply, because they are going to be asking you what type of visa your job or your occupation falls under. So you see that if this is aeronautical engineer, it falls under 189. So assuming if it is 189 and you go and put 190, you have automatically failed. I'm very, very excited about this opportunity because I know few people who just jumped on this and they're actually preparing and making their way to Australia. If I were you, I would share to everybody, anyone who will benefit from this. So the second point is to assess your skill, which is a skill assessment. So with this particular process, there is a recognized body in Australia, and each body is recognized, or should I say each body is attached to certain occupation. So basically, skill assessment is that you give all your documents, your qualifications, and then they check it to see if you're eligible basically for the visa. That is what skill assessment is. So the third thing you need to do is to make sure you have your English language requirements, because guys, without the English language requirements, you can't proceed with your visa application. With the English language requirements, we have IELTS, we have TOEFL, we have PTE, and if it's a medical field, we have the OET. Okay, so just check on the site and see what will be required of you. Is that okay? The fourth point is to calculate your points. Remember, I said this particular visa is a point-based calculation system. Okay, so it means that you will need points to be able to qualify. So these are some of the things that makes you eligible. We have your age, your location, your qualification. So let's say if you're married, your partner can also give you points. Okay, so I'll be showing you a list of options, the category, the ranges, and then you know how many points that you're deserving. So with the points calculation, we have your age, 18 to 24 years, we have 25 points, then 25 to 32 years, 30 points. So all you need to do is to find your age and see how many points you deserve. Okay, then we have the English language ability, and then we have IELTS. So with the band 6 is about 0 points, band 7 is 10 points, then we have the superior, which is IELTS 8. So if you get band 8, you're sure that you would get 20 points. I'll be leaving this particular document in my description as well. And as well, you can check the website. They're going to tell you how to calculate the points. I'll be leaving all these links in my description. Okay. The fifth thing you need to do is to apply for expression of interest. So what this actually means is that you are putting on the table in the faces of the government that, okay, I am interested in your visa. These are my documents. These are the things I have. And then they see if you qualify or not. So it means that before you can do your expression of interest, you make sure you have done your skill assessment, your English language is ready, all your documents are ready, because at this point you will need all these things to submit or to apply for your expression of interest. Is that okay? So now let's go to how to do the expression of interest. Okay, so the same website, you go to SkillSelect, and then you go to expression of interest, just like you see on the screen. And then you scroll down, submit an EOI. When you click on that, so when you click on that, it basically will bring a list of information, personal details and everything, and then you just fill in all those informations and then you submit. That's all you need to do. Okay, can you see that? So it says right where you click I have read, and then you fill in all those details and then you submit it. That's basically it. So after you have done your expression of interest, which is called the EOI, now you are going to be more or less like in a queue waiting for nomination. So waiting to be selected, and when you're selected, it will give you an invitation to apply for a visa. Once you are given an invitation to apply, you will apply for your visa and then you wait for response. So usually the waiting period is around, let's say, roughly 6 to 12 months, but sometimes it's even less than that. It depends on your occupation, or let's say the documents they require from you. So that's why I say you need to be on the watch, because this is the very, very critical moment. Okay, yeah. So you wait for a decision, you wait for a reply basically, and then once your visa is approved, oh yeah, you carry your bag and then you get ready for Australia. Simple as that, guys. If you think I have simplified this video, kindly give me a thumbs up. Okay, kindly like this video and make sure you share to anyone you think will like this video, would like to explore this opportunity. Don't forget to comment in the comment section if you'll be jumping on this opportunity. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you think I've left anything out, kindly comment in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe as well, because your subscription means a lot to me. It only motivates me to put up more videos, to do researches and bring more information regarding immigration. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will see you in my next video. For now, bye and stay blessed.